we're the coolest broke people on the planet. We're not.
We are.
He ain't about to be goddamn backed up, but let them would have wore the new Balenciagas.
But that's what I'm
they
saying.
got a back order.
That's because they spent so much dollars into making us feel like if it's a black product, it's a cheap product or it's not right for us. That was a whole marketing thing.
Once I can admit that I'm an addict, now I can try to break from being an addict. I can say, okay,
but
they spend a bunch of money.
That's only if you actively seeking to break it. If you an addict and know you an addict and you still want to fix.
But black people, there's not a black person on the planet unless you was born with a silver spoon that's not actively seeking. The reason why we buy the drip
we say we speak seeking it, but we don't act on it.
No, we're not really, but in our minds we do, because the reason we buy the drip is to look like we're not. It's to look like we got away from that. It's to give the mindset of I'm doing a little better than this, better than that. But we don't, because we're giving the money back to. I have never seen a group of people that hate their oppressor so much that we spend probably 90%, 95%, if not 98% of our money.
But that's because it was marketed that way. All of that.
What I'm saying is,
how long
are we gonna keep saying, "Oh, they did that, they did that,
right?"
They did
but
that.
What it is again, people have to want the change, and so
what you kind of admitted was people have to see the group do it before we do it.